How would one succeed at woo-woo therapy?
Well, that's a really good question because, I'm really good at what I do and I make it
Hmm.
look very easy. And when you go into the woo woo world for healing,
Hmm.
I do think it's important to have some sort of background in helping people before you jump into the woo woo ness, right? And
Hmm.
in healing.
Fail for you.
I'm a master educator. I was an educator for 15 years,
Hmm.
and then after the pandemic, I got licensed in NLP,
Hmm.
got really like into my Buddhism and all, and then I had my life experience, right? But 15 years in education, I've worked with a number of different people. I say all that because I have been with woo-woo healers and I've left the room feeling worse about myself and not better. And so, when you go to like, the somatic healing or the Reiki or whatever energy healing, I went to one who was so off base, so awful that I felt disoriented and ugly for about a week.
Hmm.
And that is not a healer. And so I do think it's really important if you want to go into tarot reading, and I'd love to teach a class on it, how to deliver harsh truths with kindness, but also tools on how to deal with it, right? To give people hope. If people leave your session and they don't leave with hope, then you're doing something wrong.
So does hope come? So it sounds like success is,
When somebody has clarity, but they also leave with hope.
yeah, which is, I think of it as like revelation and awareness
Mm-hmm.
mapped to some kind of direction,
Right.
some kind of path forward,
Mm-hmm.
some illumination.
Right. And so I went to a healer and she said that, that that I wasn't really a nice person. I just pretended to be.
Oh my goodness, Linda, get out of here.
I know. And then that my husband was controlling and that we were having bad sex and that I was blocked. My intuition was blocked, that I had a demon inside of me that she removed him. And I was like, and then I paid her
That's a
$150.
lot.
Yeah. And so, everybody who leaves my trailer leaves feeling better. And whether they got something off their chest, whether they had somebody to talk to, whether they left with hope. But if you leave somebody, you have to leave feeling better. Because here's the thing with woo woo therapy. When you see a regular therapist, you see them on a schedule. So seeing a therapist and feeling kind of icky and like didn't like that session, you can go back and you can get clarification. They take your insurance, it's fine. But woo woo therapy is way more expensive. Insurance, you're not taking insurance. They're not going to see you on a weekly basis. So it's a different type of therapy. It's concentrated therapy. You have to get to the root of the problem very, very quickly. You have to offer tools for their anxiety, and you have to be able to give them guidance so that they feel that they are in control and give them hope in one session, right? Whereas in traditional therapy, you have like years, months to kind of build that relationship with your client. So it's really important that if you're going to be into this woo woo healing space, that you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing. And it sounds like part of that is having a background of healing, which for you comes through a deep awareness and relationship with Buddhism, which is like spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
And then NLP, which is kind of some tools for navigating internal thought
Right,
and
exactly.
anchors and how to kind of.
Which has like, and that's Buddhism as well, right? It's like in Buddhism we call it mental formations, right? So, your thoughts aren't real. You're making them up. And so what NLP does is like kind of recognize the neural pathways that it's like creating these limiting beliefs in yourself,
Mhm.
right? And how to break those neural pathways. And so, you know what I mean? Like having that kind of practice under your belt as you're reading tarot cards, I think is really important.
Heck yeah. It gives you more tools in the toolbox. And
Yeah.
at the end of that, success looks like someone that has hope
Right.
and also some somewhat, yeah, the hope and awareness, some, a revelation and then some
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.